When I get up in the morning, I see about 30 rabbits outside my kitchen window having their breakfast, you know.
You never turn your back on the rabbit, especially in central Otago.
Once you get to plague proportions, the destruction happens in front of your eyes.
It's an absolute ecological disaster. I mean, you know, it's out of control.
This area here, when I came over here this morning, I'm not exaggerating at all, there would have been 300 rabbits taken off up that hill. They're just like maggots, as people say, you know, the whole hill moves when you're looking at them. Yeah.
So what do you think's happened?
Well, they've just got out of control because there's been no control on them. That's what it is. My name is Ross Keane. I'm a caretaker in this area. I do a lot of sites. I shoot a lot of rabbits. I used to mow a lot of lawns, but nowadays I don't mow as many because these rabbits have taken over. Damn things.
So they're all through this little town, they're all through Moraki, they're all through the cemeteries, aren't they?
They're everywhere.
Anywhere there's an open space.
Anywhere at all, yeah.
So it's just a fiasco.
Yeah. Even over the main road down in the Moraki village itself, they're living under houses, they're living under trailers, boats, water tanks, they're everywhere, absolutely everywhere. It's ridiculous, you don't have to go looking for them, they'll just appear. They just do so much damage to the ground itself, you know, it's terrible. Gardens, well, it's a waste of time having a garden if there's rabbits around, unless you can fence it properly. You know. Yeah.
Moeraki, of course, is a small seaside town an hour north of Dunedin, famous for its boulders, fresh fish and Fleur's restaurant. And now it's also known as Rabbit Central.
We have them walking past our windows, past our doors. My wife's always telling me off because I shoot them out the kitchen window and she has to pick up the brass from around, so the lux, you know, and she doesn't like that idea too much.
The place is just moving, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rabbits are hard to spot because they're so camouflaged. So let's take another look at that same shot. They say the not-so-smart rabbits come out during the day and the smart ones come out at night. We have a thermal scope so we can film at night. This is the waterfront. The Uripa and other public spaces.
Okay, we'll just go through the gate here and just be careful once again where you're stepping. As you can see, they're pretty massive holes. Looks like a minefield.
Doesn't it?
And the drive-on mower that I have is a big four-wheel drive one, but I just break axles in here.
So this all just collapses?
Yes, okay. Like that, see? Did you get that?
Oh, right. Right, so this all just collapses?
Yeah, it will. You think you're walking somewhere safely and you're not.
Oh.
I'm pleased you did that.
Because you don't think I was taking you seriously?
Yeah.
Is that right? So they're just like the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be a bit more careful
You
now.
never know when you're going to go down.
Right.
I've fallen in with a backpack of spray on and I've gone down past my knees and just gone straight down. Now, more than one occasion too.
It used to be all lawn, that's hard to imagine.
It was all beautiful lawn too, right through here, and it was only in the last couple of years that this has taken. These holes go right up the hill. A farmer told me once, he said that it's always a problem with his cattle. If he's got cattle in there, they can break legs and things too, you know, just like we can.
Okay, so let's talk about Moraki.
Yes.
What the hell is going on there?
The rabbits have been a bit of a problem for some time there.
A bit of a problem?
Yeah.
Is that
And,
maybe you understanding it slightly?
no, and we just, yes.
Everywhere you look.
Yeah. That area around Moraki, for some reason, we've just dropped the ball on that one, to be honest. And there's no denying that. But it's amongst several townships or, you know, areas that we've got on the spotlight for work to be done.
So you'd call that in rabbit terminology a hotspot, yeah?
It's certainly a hotspot for sure.
And
yeah.
why do you think that is?
We haven't actually, we tried to get something happening in there, 3 years ago, and it just never got off the ground, and that was for a number of reasons, but more so a staff resourcing point of view, where one of our staff members left that lived over there, and it was just a situation that we have not resolved it as yet.
And meantime, boom goes the rabbit population.
Yes, and that will happen if you don't undertake control in a lot of areas.
So explain to me, what's the plan for Moraki?
Well,
have you got one?
we to be honest, we don't have a plan.
I think you
yet,
need one.
But we look. It's fair to say the very first urban job we did last year was down in Clyde, and it was a bit of a trial because we'd never done it before. Each landowner paid their own way for that control operation to be done, but it was the regional council that facilitated that job and got the property owners together.
So are you suggesting that you might perhaps do that in Moraki?
We will, yes, and we've got about 8 other areas that we're doing that in Otago this year.
The predators will start wiping out our native species. Predators that are sustained by the rabbits that are currently running around the place.
Do you think that we have reached plague proportions?
Absolutely, we're in big trouble.